Bitcoin, crypto, morning tea, hey. Good morning, everybody. My name's pianomattyb. That is Scaramucci's. And this is your morning TA. A brief glimpse into the crypto markets, where the sun's shining, where the winds play. All the humble opinion of this piano. Zamboni bringing the data. The FOMO index has dropped to 56 from yesterday's 61. Bitcoin dominance is 50%. 24-hour volume is 35 billion. The overall market cap is 1.22 give or take 100 million. Well, is this the breakout moment? Is this what we've all been waiting for? While up to our knees in broccoli, wading through our channels of eternal monotony. Yesterday, after old Scotch on the Rocks booze breath Jerry Pow Pow's FOMC minutes were released, the quant bots executed their sell algos, and price action fell underneath the 20 moving average, finding a bottom and a bounce at 30.2, and then realized, hey, this is all information we already knew, in reverse course, up and away, peaking out at 31.5, and is feathered down to a time of production 31.4. So this is the breakout point of our channel. This is the breakout point of this bull flag, and I say if we can stay up and above this level, who knows, by the time this video comes out in 4 hours, we could have already seen a rejection, but I'll stay heartbreakingly optimistic about it. Now over on the ding dong, we see the same thing. We are at the breakout point of this channel and of this bull flag, which could play out if the historical probabilities are correct to 37.3-ish. As of right now, we are carving out quite the impressive bullish engulfing candle, engulfing the past 5 days actually, and giving the MACD a bullish change of heart. As of yesterday, this was headed down to cross bearish, where now she looks like she's headed back up, but we have to close this candle today above 31.4, or else it's just another rejection and a feather in the bear's hat. Quick look at the Wookiee, sees we are in the midst of breaking out of our ascending channel, which will make this its 10th attempt in the past 4 months. I'm hoping we can close this candle above the resistance line to avoid a rejection and subsequent retest of this channel support down at 26.1. And this is the breakout point of our cup and handle pattern we've been droning on and on about ad nauseum for months now. Which if, and I say if she plays out to historical probabilities, could hit 44K-ish. And maybe this guy has something to do with it. Again, his cute little social media gadget called Twitter has been granted, in some states anyways, a money transmitter license, which is a boring title for being able to provide payments similar to Stripe and to PayPal, etc. But pianomattyb, I thought you didn't care about fiat blood money and its continued use and destruction of our current state of civilization and the indentured slavery it creates as its proxy use of a tool for societal control. And yet, which could play out if the historical probabilities are correct to 37.3-ish. As of right now, we are carving out quite the impressive bullish, engulfing candle, engulfing the past 5 days actually, and giving the MACD a bullish change of heart. As of yesterday, this was headed down to cross bearish, where now she looks like she's headed back up, but we have to close this candle today above 31.4, or else it's just another rejection and a feather in the bear's hat. Quick look at the Wookiee, sees we are in the midst of breaking out of our ascending channel, which will make this its 10th attempt in the past 4 months. I'm hoping we can close this candle above the resistance line to avoid a rejection and subsequent retest of this channel support down at 26.1. And this is the breakout point of our cup and handle pattern we've been droning on and on about ad nauseum for months now. Which if, and I say if, she plays out to historical probabilities, could hit 44K-ish. And maybe this guy has something to do with it. Again, his cute little social media gadget called Twitter has been granted in some states anyways a money transmitter license, which is a boring title for being able to provide payments similar to Stripe and to PayPal, etc. But pianomattyb, I thought you didn't care about fiat blood money and its continued use and destruction of our current state of civilization and the indentured slavery it creates as its proxy use of a tool for societal control. And yes, you're right and thorough with your question. Thanks for asking. But our friend Elon Musk, well, he's an 8D chess player. So this move is fiat. And then the next move is crypto, and maybe Twitter coin possibly, and inevitably, a fork in the road from and away from fiat blood money altogether. And would you look at that, my friends? The sun's up. It's another beautiful day here on planet Earth. A day we're not guaranteed. We're not guaranteed these days, but we're lucky enough to have them anyway. So get out there and knock 'em dead. And remember, we're playing the same game as our psychopathic elected leads. That's right, it's the long game. So zoom out and have a fantastic day. And we'll be going live in a second, so grab yourself a coffee and join me for a quick one. And sing me out, won't you? Or on the banks of boom dash bang, Bitcoin, crypto, morning tea. Hey, whoa, chit chit chit, choo. Maybe in 4 hours, we'll see a rejection. And Lord love a duck if she didn't do just that. 30.6 now. I don't like that. You know, when you're tapping on support, I do believe that the more times you tap on support, the greater the probability of it breaking support. I don't necessarily think it goes the opposite way. I don't think the more you tap on resistance, the weaker resistance gets. I actually think the more you tap on resistance and get rejected, the stronger resistance gets. And yes, when I was watching it, I saw the video freeze And I was like, what's going to happen here? I don't know what's going to happen. And then my whole computer shut down and came up right away. So I put in my password, opened everything up, and it said resume. So I couldn't remember where we were. And of course, when it comes to these live streams, you end up panicking a little bit when things go sideways. So I just jogged it. I wasn't sure where it was going to come, but we got her back. That's good to know for next time, because even though this is a brand new MacBook, you'd think she'd perform a little better under stress with an M2 in it, with all the hype. So, yeah. I'd hate to have to take this back. You see, when you're trapped in the Mac ecosystem, you're always dangled the next big MacBook. So I had the Mac, I had the M1, then they came out with M2. I'm like, God, Jesus. Do I have to get the M2? And I'll fight it for a while, and I won't get it. But it'll always be in the back of my mind, well, what if this was an M2? Maybe you wouldn't have these problems. So I get a M2, and guess what? Same problems. That's okay, though. 30.6. So it is quite amazing that we've tapped on the resistance of that weekly ascending channel 10 times in the past, 2 months or 4 months? Yeah, 4 months, 10 times. We can't really get over it. So unless we do, I have a feeling it might just go back to 26.1. I don't want it to go back to 26.1, although at the same time, I wouldn't mind either, because like we talked about yesterday, I wasn't sure about selling my gold. Let me just check. Did gold spike? No, it went down, which is weird, because I did sell some gold to put it into Bitcoin. And it was a weird experience because I'd never sold any gold. I held it, I buried it, I did all sorts of, I have it spread out, it's not at my house. So I had to go collect it first, which the people that I was collecting it from were like, what's wrong? Nothing. I'm selling it to buy some Bitcoin. So I had to go to this kind of gold dealer, I guess. Not in the greatest area, too. I asked the guy. I was referred to it from a guy at the squash club. Said he was a good guy, another pawn guy. But this wasn't a pawn. It was just strictly buys gold and sells gold. It's just in the worst areas. Like, if you're going to have a gold, people are going to come here with gold and walk out with money. Maybe get a better area, my boy. But regardless, so in the midst of the transaction, a couple sketchy people came in, and they're sitting there, and I'm like, let's take a break. I'll come back. Take care of these guys. He's like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty sure. They're trying to pawn someone's stolen watch, and I've got some gold here that I'm gonna walk out with. So let's take a break. So we did. Anyway, now the next question is, did you see my MACD? Let me see here. Did you see my MACD question? Let me put that there. Yes, that's the moving average convergence divergence. It's basically, what is the MACD? Now that I think about it, I've used it so many times I might have forgot what it actually does. It's just the price action. I actually forgot. Moving average convergence divergence. It's a signal that I use, a lagging indicator. Kind of sees where the price action has come relative, the volume relative to the price action. So the reason why you have divergences is that you will see price action going up. Hey, who's that little ghost? And moving, the price action will be going up. Moving average or MACD will be going down. It says there's not enough volume to fulfill the price action. I use the coyote running off the cliff. It's like price action is going up. It's going up. Oh, we're going up forever. And then he looks down and realizes there's nothing behind us or about underneath us, and the price will fall. Or vice versa. Price is going down, but volume's moving up. That means there's more money coming into the system at the time, and it's going to probably That's funny. It's almost like I could see this as one of those weird YouTube videos that Duke watches. There's a ghost in the window. Something like that. Fifth Nail, that was a brutal explanation of it. It's like I've been using it for so long. It's really the only one I use besides Fibonacci's and the MACD. I don't really use the stochastics. I don't really even have the volume indicator on the MACD. It just lets me see where we are in the cycle, momentum, etc., etc. But I always thought that indicators and lagging indicators are all just like, if you're a guitar player, when you're not good at playing guitar, you have a lot of pedals. But now let's pretend those pedals are indicators. When you're reading charts for the first time, you want as many indicators to kind of make you feel like you got a good handle on it. And as a guitar player, when you have a bunch of pedals, but you can't play well, you can play a note, bing. When you have a lot of pedals, it sounds glorious, like even though you're not doing anything. But as you become a better guitar player, you realize that it's all in the fingers, right? So you can hit that note, and you just have great tone because of your fingers and your experience. So as you're using the charts, like even the MACD, all those indicators, you end up not using them because you just get a better feel for the market you don't need them anymore. So one by one, you get rid of them. And in my experience, I only use fib retracements and the MACD. MACD is just more like a where are we within the cycle type of thing. I know that's a long-winded, brutal explanation, but that's where it is. So today is auction day. This is the day that I go to the closest resemblance to a job, I suppose. I go and I'm the auctioneer for Odessa, and I sell about 120 cars, and I like it because the auction, it's a weird kind of Forrest Gumpian of my own existence. Like, outside of the crypto market, an auction, especially a car auction, used cars, new cars, it's a pulse on where we are economically. Because as a market maker, it cares not for bulls nor bears. It just provides opportunity for buyers and sellers to come together. So when there's low volume at the auction, it kind of tells me that the economy's not doing so well. So that being said, about a month ago there was very low volume, and I wasn't even going in. Here, come sit down. I'm not done yet. I'm almost done. I'm getting a little long-winded here, as you can probably tell, right? Anyway,
Wait, what?
that doesn't matter. And so in the past month or so, volume has picked up, indicating to me that the economy is a little bit on a rebound. My auctioneer speak is weird because it's really the way I used to talk to drummers as a band. I'd say, you know that fill you're doing, the boom, 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 boom. How about you just go boom, 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 ka, right? So when I became an auctioneer, which was really like a rock star moment, like that movie where I was at the auction and the auctioneer was like, I lost my voice. Can anyone do this? And I just happened to be there. It sounds crazy. There's a little more to it, but it wasn't like I was there to auction. He got sick. He's like, can you do it? And I came up there and I used my drumming thing. So I was like, click it a big bad, dig it a two, dig it a one, click it a big a two, dig it a four, it's really drumming. Dig it a make it a you bit a dig it a make it a two, dig it a three, you bit a dig it a four, dig it a five, etc., etc. So I don't think many people do that, but it allows me to throw in when nobody is bidding. I can throw in a beatbox, click it a big bad, dig it a 255, dig it a 5, dig it a 5, etc., etc. It's a pretty hilarious gig anyway. I do enjoy it, and it's kind of a fun thing for me to do. However, it's so far away. That being said, I got to get Duke to his tennis camp. I hope everyone has a wonderful day. Thanks again for click-it-a-dig-it-a-buy. That's right. Click-it-a-big-it-a-buy. So I like to throw in buy because it's kind of like the psychological
adjustment for the listener. Click it a big buy. Click it a big bid buy. So I always try to put buy bid in there just to kind of, throw in that. I don't know what it would call that. Hypnotic. Click it a big buy. Dig it a two. Click it a bid. Click it a big buy. Click it a big bid. Etc. Etc. Let's get Duke out of here before I just get way too long here. Duke. Yeah, he's staring in the window the whole time, and now he's not here. Anyway, thanks again for everyone tuning in. Subliminal prodding. Yes, Brendan, that's right. Suggestion. Hypnotic suggestion, right? So, do you have anything to say about the Bitcoin market?
It's a bull one, don't you know?
Perfect. Okay. Well, let's good clickety-diggity day, sir. Sing us out.
We're playing the same game as a psychopathic elected elite. That's why it's a long game. So Zumo and have a fantastic day. And we'll run the bank, the boom, the spink. I know you already said that in the last video. Bitcoin with the morning tea.
What else do you say? Showing off your six-pack?
Yeah.
You say, hey, like and subscribe, everybody.
Like and subscribe. Get the all-new Apple Watch.
He's making commercials these days. Thanks again, everyone. See you tomorrow. Friday. Yes.
Make sure you like and subscribe and share this video.